I feel like God did bring Dr. Husney to me, or me to Dr. Husney, whatever. I feel like it was a divine intervention of sorts, because there's absolutely no way I would have ever, I had thought it was way back in the back of my mind, but it's like God sent Dr. Husney, and it's like, Angela, this is what you need to do. It doesn't matter how hard it is, it doesn't matter, I will give you the strength to get it done, and He has. So I owe God a great big thanks, Dr. Husney and everybody else I mentioned. And it's a wonderful experience. I had no clue who he was. I said, Mr. Husney, where do you work? He said, I work at the university. And I said, really? I said, what do you do there? He said, I work in the journalism department. Very, very humble. He never told me that he was the chair of the department at the time. It wouldn't have done any good. The only thing I knew a chair was something he sat in, so my academic lingo was not that great. But he said, do you want to go back to school? Because I had told him, I really love to write. I've been freelancing for a long time. I've been writing since I was a kid. It's like a passion. And he just sort of stopped and looked at me. He's the nicest man in the world. He's like, well, you want to go back to school? And I said, I hadn't really thought about it. He said, well, call me. He said, make an appointment, come in and see me if you decide you want to go back. So, I don't know, it just got me thinking. Next thing you know, I'm back in school. And so, really, thanks to Dr. Husney, my family for supporting me, everybody at Ole Miss, they've been great. Journalism is not just about writing, so everything else, every facet, is very thrilling and interesting. The videography, the editing, basically magazines. I would love to work in magazines in some capacity. Feature writers, I love features. I write an opinions column, when they can use it for the DM, and I enjoy doing that. I'd like to do something a little more, meaty, a little meatier than opinions, but there's nothing wrong with opinions. I don't mean it that way. I just mean, opinions are always my opinion. I would rather sometimes write a little bit differently. I also like writing fiction. I'm taking a creative fiction workshop online as an English credit, and I'm enjoying that. So I love the fiction part too. So I don't know where it's leading. But I just think, like we said earlier, it's where I'm supposed to be. I guess I'll find out at the end, maybe. I'm not sure where it's leading. The only thing I know 100% certain of is that I absolutely love to